If a 3PL tells you they support seller-fulfilled Prime because they can deliver anywhere in the country within 2 days, be careful. They may be a perfectly capable fulfillment provider, but that statement alone does not prove they can support seller-fulfilled Prime. It is based on an outdated understanding of the program. Years ago, 2-day delivery was much closer to the heart of the seller-fulfilled Prime promise. Today, Amazon measures far more than whether a package can travel from a warehouse to a customer within 2 business days. Modern seller-fulfilled Prime requires the right delivery promises, late order cutoffs, weekend operations, carrier pickups, distributed inventory, accurate routing, tracking compliance, and a system for catching exceptions before they damage your Prime performance. 2-day shipping is a transit time claim. Seller Fulfilled Prime is an Amazon-specific operating capability. Now consider what happens on a weekend. A customer views your listing Saturday evening. Your 3PL is closed on Sunday, and there is no scheduled carrier pickup. The order ships Monday and arrives Tuesday. Your 3PL might still call that 1-day shipping because the package traveled from the warehouse to the customer in 1 business days. But the customer who viewed the listing on Saturday may have seen a 3-day delivery promise. That page view does not help your 1-day or 2-day delivery speed metrics. This graphic from our Seller Fulfilled Prime guide illustrates the problem. The order comes in after the Saturday cutoff. Nothing moves Sunday. It ships Monday and arrives Tuesday. The carrier may have provided fast transit, but the Amazon delivery promise still fails both the 1-day and 2-day tests. This is why weekend operations are not an optional detail. A provider needs warehouse staff available on the required weekend day. It needs the order to flow into the warehouse correctly. It needs the item picked, packed, and labeled. And it needs a carrier that will actually collect the package from that particular location. Saying we operate Saturdays means very little if the package sits on the dock until Monday. The warehouse footprint creates another trap. 2 strategically located warehouses may be enough for a 3PL to advertise nationwide 2-day delivery. That does not mean those 2 warehouses will generate the 1-day, 2-day, and broader delivery promise coverage Amazon currently expects. For standard size products, Amazon now requires at least 40% of Prime customer page views to show delivery within 1 day, 75% within 2 days, and 90% within 5 days. Those are page view promises, not a map showing theoretical carrier coverage. A fulfillment map might say that a warehouse can reach a large population within 1 day, but customers view listings at different times. Some arrive before cutoff, some after cutoff, and some during the weekend. Inventory may also be unavailable at the closest warehouse. Once you account for those realities, the percentage of customers who actually see a 1-day promise can be much lower than the 3PL's population coverage map suggests. Depending on your products, inventory depth, customer geography, carrier network, and size tier, economical SFP coverage may require 4, 6, or even 9 strategically located fulfillment centers. There is no magic warehouse count, but you should be very skeptical of anyone who points to 2 dots on a map and declares the SFP problem solved. The next difference is order routing. Suppose an order is assigned to a warehouse in Pennsylvania, but that location has an inventory mismatch. The warehouse system says the item is available, but the picker cannot find it. A normal fulfillment operation may place the order on hold and investigate it the next morning. An SFP operation cannot casually wait. The provider must detect the problem, determine whether inventory is available at another node, calculate which location can still meet the promised delivery date, select an appropriate carrier service, and reroute the order before the shipping window closes. Otherwise, the seller may have to pay for an overnight rescue shipment, cancel the order, or miss the promise. One inventory error can erase the margin from several normal orders. Repeated errors can put Prime eligibility at risk. An inventory is only one type of exception. A shipping label fails. A picker cannot locate an item. A batch misses cutoff by 15 minutes. A carrier fails to scan a package. A scheduled pickup never arrives. Severe weather closes a warehouse. An unexpected spike creates a capacity problem at one node. None of these incidents sounds dramatic by itself, but Amazon does not grade the explanation for why the package was late. The customer either did receive the order by the promised date or did not. That is why a serious SFP provider needs daily performance monitoring and a documented recovery process. Someone must own these exceptions while there is still time to do something about them. Before accepting a 3PL's seller-fulfilled Prime claim, ask, "Can you show me the delivery promises your network will generate for my actual SKUs and size tiers? How many fulfillment locations will hold each SKU? What are your weekday and weekend order cutoffs? Which weekend days do your warehouses operate? Do carriers collect packages from every SFP location on those days? How do you route orders across multiple nodes? Can you automatically reassign an order when the preferred node cannot ship? How do you monitor missed pickups, tracking problems, inventory mismatches, and orders at risk of missing their promise? And how often will we need expensive air shipping to make the model work?" If the provider responds only with a 2-day coverage map, you still do not have an SFP plan. You have a marketing claim. My name is Manish Chowdhary, founder and CEO of Cahoot. We help e-commerce brands evaluate whether seller-fulfilled Prime makes sense for their products and build the distributed fulfillment, routing, shipping, and exception management operation needed to support it. My advice is simple. Do not ask a 3PL whether it offers 2-day delivery. Ask whether it can protect the Prime promise for your specific products, customers, inventory, and operating conditions. Because 2-day shipping is something many 3PLs can advertise, but operating seller-fulfilled Prime successfully is something far fewer can actually do. If you are evaluating SFP, use the readiness checklist linked below to pressure test your SKUs, warehouse footprint, carrier plan, weekend operations, and exception processes before you choose a provider.